Hello everybody, what's up? Cedric here, CRWC commentary, and I'll be reviewing SmackDownish. So, we're going to just jump on into it. Let's get it started. So, now, just to let you know, this is not the whole, I don't review all of SmackDown, just what I find interesting and what has kept my interest. So, Cody, he stands outside in the parking lot, ready, waiting for AJ Styles. He's pumped. He's raring to go. So, cut away from that. In his bloodline business, stuff I actually care about. So I was like, not looking forward to this, considering they have had matches and put in work for Sikoa. If that's not a in, then they have really dropped the ball on standards. This is supposed to be some kind of, I don't know, like, acknowledgement of getting someone into the bloodline. I'm like, they're in. You can't sit here and say, look, I know you want to work here. I know you're going to put in 2 weeks of work and stuff, but you need to fill out the application. You done paid them. The application is meaningless. They're working there. It's too late. In any case, Heyman has to set things right, and he announces that until Roman returns, Sikoa sits at the head of the table, so the fans start chanting that they want Roman. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, until he get there. So Heyman, maybe they'll like him when he returns. Who knows? But Heyman announces Tama Tonga is now the right-hand man. Then Heyman has to catch himself as he almost called Loa a gentleman. And I was like, yeah, that's funny. He goes, the man to my left. So he announces Tonga Loa as the infamous Tonga Loa. All right. They got nicknames. They got monikers. Okay, so Heyman tries to end it, and Tama nudges him before Sikoa tells him he's forgetting something, and the fans chant Solo sucks. So it reminds Heyman that he should be thanking them for saving him from Kevin Owens. Heyman thanks the newcomers using their new moniker. Tama's like, we saved you. We could have just let you die. I'm like, okay, he's getting more of a speaking role. So Heyman, he points out that Kevin Owens wants a piece of each of the members of the bloodline, and the fans start cheering just for that. Then Kevin Owens, he comes out, and Heyman leaves the ring to the apron. He got out of that ring quick, though. He moved pretty fast. So Owens comes to the ring by himself, gets into the fight, but then gets beat down. Then the street profits run in to help. They even used a chair. That'll come in later. So everything breaks up. Commercial. They come back. Sikoa finds Heyman in the parking area and demands that he makes the main event a 6-man match, or instead it would be Paul Heyman versus Tama Tonga in the locker room as the main event. Okay. So then Belair and Cargill, they had a match against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. And I just wanted to see Cargill in action. I kind of like Belair a good bit. The champs come out as challengers again. So that's just the thing. Challengers, the challengers come out first. Anyway, it was a decent match. Jade looked a lot better than she did 2 weeks ago. I like seeing the improvements. After they win, some team come in and attack them that was kind of standing out there in the first place. And then another team goes in and attacks the attacking team. Jade and Bianca, they get back into the ring, clear house with signatures and finishes. There we go. And Cody, they go back to Cody. He's out there. And I'm like, Cody's been pumped for 40 minutes now. That adrenaline should be wearing off unless he's on something. You can't stay at a maximum adrenaline high for 40 minutes. That's not happening. AJ shows up being highly pesky. I loved it. AJ's he's in the sunroof of a SUV, and he's like, what are you gonna do? What can you do? It's pesky. I love that. Simple, effective, comical, and yet dastardly, all at the same time. Chef's kiss on that. Cody is like, you know what? All right, I got something for you. So he He just walked out. I was like, man, if he gets some kind of vehicle and run down these people and stuff, but now they follow him. He goes into the arena, gets to the ring, calls out AJ. I'm like, all right, cool. So AJ comes to the ring with the Good Brothers, and I guess that's their name, but that's what I'm gonna call them until something else. Someone tells me whoever they are. And so I'm like, they're reforming the band. Okay, cool. AJ's getting a little faction. All right. So AJ lets Cody know, this ain't about what you want. We don't care about what you want. What makes you think I care about what you want? It's all about what AJ wants. And AJ wants a title shot. And then they plug it, first time hearing it, Clash at the Castle. And Cody's like, you know what? You got it. He said, but you know what? It ain't going to be no regular match. No. It's going to be what I should have made you say the first time we wrestled. And it's what you should have said last week. I quit. Okay, it's good. So he wants an I quit match. All this seems to have an issue with it. Checks with the fans a little bit. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up. He green lights it. All right. Then Cody beats up some security and then tries a leap of faith, somehow roughly 30 feet away. Not sure how he could make it. AJ was really far. I don't know how Cody was going to make it to him. Even if he jumped over the security, tuck and roll, he's got to recover. Security just pounced on him and, I guess when you're mad, you're not thinking that far, right? Try jumping across the Grand Canyon. I don't care how much adrenaline you got. You ain't making it. Can't do it in a car. You ain't going to do it on leg by far. That's that simple. So AJ runs, and he does a leap of faith with a punch to Cody because, AJ jumped from a reasonable length, a good reasonable distance. He popped Cody, and Cody is, I don't know what Cody's doing, but he was ticked off. You can tell he's mad. And Cody gets up, but he looked like he was between puking, passing out, and dire thirst. All of that was wrapped up in one. It didn't look angry. He looked angry waiting for AJ. This, I was like, y'all might need to get this man some Tums or some Pepto-Bismol or something, or give him some Anderson. He ain't looking right. So next we get a match. LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. I'm watching this match because one, it's about time, and two, I'm sure Knight will lose because he's more seasoned than Hayes. I have taken notice that LA Knight loses the upper tier mid-card matches, and this is taking place roughly in that area. So, and plus, Hayes, he is still the new guy to SmackDown, but not new to WWE. So, I'm taking a gamble here. They ain't been giving the megastar any kind of push. Sounds kind of weird. Megastar, stay down in the middle of the bottom. That's like back in the day, the Mega Powers being opening card tag team. Savage and Hogan, opening card. Really? Just if your nickname ain't gonna give you a push, get rid of the nickname. But let's see. So Hayes start with much fire and Knight turns it around a little bit. On the outside, Knight uses the announce table to beat on Hayes. It'd be special if the table wasn't used in every show. Hayes hit a nice springboard 180 clothesline and he went for the pin. Didn't get the win, but he did the right thing. So kudos for that. Hayes hit a satellite facebuster and covered for a 2 count. Hayes is impressing me. Knight is probably putting him over before a scoop one shoulder power slam and then he hit his elbow drop. Okay, nice. And I ain't gonna lie, before he was doing that, I saw Tanahashi doing that like umpteen years ago. Tanahashi had some ups back then, but he done lost his knees and now he's president. So, that's the thing. Hayes tries a hook of the tights, and he had a good hook of the tights, but then Knight turned it over before anything could be set in. Perfect timing. And he got the 1, 2, 3. Right on. And after the match, And look, that was a good Carmelo Hayes match. He looked good. He shined. LA Knight put him over. Made him look good. Hayes wasn't doing video game stuff. He was busting out finishing move after finishing move and using finishing moves as transition moves. Nope. That is a Carmelo Hayes I can get behind. This one I saw on this show, that's a Carmelo Hayes I can like. So after the match, LA Knight, he gets the headset and says that Logan Paul, when he won't come to SmackDown, he'll bring SmackDown to him. And I'm like, okay, can't do that because he's probably at home. And you can't go to somebody's home and whip their ass, because if you do, that's assault. You know, in the ring, it's clean. You know, that's how that is. But Logan Paul cuts a great heel promo, and then they go to Kevin Owens' ring entrance because, you know, I mean, I just don't personally care about Logan Paul. There's not many people where I look at and say, you're not people enough for me to care about you as a people. He is sub people. I other him. So Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus the Blue Line with Paul Heyman. I just said that way because it was funny. The Bloodline with Paul Heyman. So I noticed that they keep calling Kevin Owens the prize fighter. He's not a prize fighter of any type. He's a sports entertainer. Who is he fighting? He fighting anybody. No self-respecting fighter is going to go out and then club somebody on the back with their forearm. That's not happening. Prize fighters don't do that. He might be the prize sports entertainer, but he is not a prize fighter. Just keep that in mind. In any case, still a good match. Everybody was on point. Enjoyed it. Kevin Owens didn't do stupid stuff. I ain't say anything bad about Kevin Owens. Just calling him a prize fighter is dumb. There's a lot of stuff they could call him. Call him a knockout master. You might do something, lay somebody out, something. But the match goes a bit indie with needless dives, and that's interrupted when Sikoa uses a chair and causes his team to lose with a disqualification. Had to keep from saying DQ. Oh, there I said it. So now it's post-match. Okay. While it's stupid to demand a match that you're going to lose on purpose, because I know that's payback for the chair earlier, so that's good. But still, you still stoke the flames of war. So that's good. That's good. So you lost the battle, but you're winning the war. That's really all that is. You know, who lost this fight, right? Who's laid up? Who's laid out? Who's knocked out? Who's bleeding? Who had to get help from the refs? All that type of stuff. So, you know, like, you got a 3 count, so what? You know, look where you at now. So that's a good thing. Owens, he don't care about Street Profits. He don't care about them. He goes out and he's still fighting, but the numbers are too much. So then, and I think Paul Heyman called for this spot, but Tama Tonga led it. But they got Owens up and delivered the standing super bomb to Kevin Owens on the announce table, breaking it down. And I admit, I was like, Tama did a great job calling this spot and the timing of it. I ain't got to say, if you listen carefully, because you can clearly hear him. Tama's leading this spot. He's calling it. So he did a good job. It's just the camera's got that crazy microphone on it. So, you know, still good job. Left Owens laying. But it's good. I like that Kevin Owens kept fighting. He would not leave these 3 alone. He keeps fighting. He keeps coming back no matter what. So that's a good thing. And it can also be, if you're a heel, a scary thing, like the guy that keeps fighting, you won't stop. You know, some Voorhees, Michael Myers, you know, Kruger, Candyman, all of them. You just won't stop. So that's good. I like this episode. I like this installment. I'm a little curious to see how their pay-per-view is going to go. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. So this has been Cedric for CRWC commentary on Friday Night SmackDown-ish. And with that, I want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe. And I'll see you next time.